Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we'll be learning how to set up a greenhouse from Calculator. So there's a few things today that I kind of want to get done, and that is get our basic greenhouse. That is going to be number one priority. I already have the peat, got that last episode. Showed you guys how to get that. The enriched gold, we need to go ahead and do that. This is all going to involve our calculator stuff finally. So we'll get this. I think all we need is the 4 gold and this, and you get that. I think I only need one set actually. And I need to smelt this, but at the moment we are out of power. But over here, I went ahead and hooked a hopper to the bottom, or actually hooked it to the chest, just as long as the top of the hopper is touching the coal cook. Should be able to get that, and then it's pulling it out, and then up here I'm just putting wood in, and it's making charcoal. So not that big of a deal, but it does get us some stuff here. All right, and it's for some reason after this update, we just got an update today. I do notice a lot more lag with the industrial craft machines, but mostly whenever these guys are on, I just turn them on to test them out. I decided I'm going to go ahead and make the industrial craft, or the immersive engineering blast furnace, this episode as well. I'm pretty sure we have everything for that. I also got some more copper. Yeah, we gotta cook this stuff. So this shouldn't take too long. And then while we're looking at that, everything else for the greenhouse, we need some industrial hemp, crystallized canola seeds, which I'm pretty sure I have some canola seeds. We have some industrial hemp. What was some other things? We have one of those seeds. I would honestly like to get another seed. I think I have 9, but I need 10. So I need one of these pumpkin seeds with a regular seed. That gets me the broccoli seeds. There we go. And with the broccoli seeds, we'll just hook our coal coke into it. Pretty sure I have some coal coke. There we go. Coal coke with the broccoli seed will get us another one of those seeds. Perfect. That'll allow us to craft some more stuff up. All right, let's throw this all back in there. And after that, we have the peat. And I got to find out where I put my peat. Where did I put that? Right here. So there's our peat. Everything's going. Yeah, these guys are, whenever the things start running out of power, struggling for power, it gets a little laggy with industrial craft, so just kind of have to keep that in mind. I'm rolling this stuff because we're going to need it in this episode, so we're going to go ahead and get our reinforced iron, which our reinforced iron is made in our calculator as well. Right here, it requires reinforced stone, so we're going to need 9 reinforced stone. So we'll probably just get 9 wood, 9 cobblestone. And I'll just do it this way. So we have 9 of each. For some reason, cobblestone and wood equals reinforced stone. As you can see, 1 process equals 1 RF per use. So that's pretty funny. And we're going to need some iron. 9 iron. Awesome. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Okay. So, iron with our reinforced stone gets us reinforced iron. Thus, we can craft a reinforced iron block, which is exactly what we need. And everything else should work. I'm pretty sure that we have, yes, the stuff in there. All right. And I think we are missing the crystallized canola seed. And here's how you get that. So you toss it on over, give it a good whack on the button, and thus we can make our basic greenhouse. Okay, so we need to set this up, and I'm going to use this guy and take some of our coal coke to possibly power this thing. I'm sure we don't need too much coal coke just to get started. But I'm going to run up here, and I'm going to place this guy. Let's place him over here. just for demonstration. I'm not too sure how big exactly we're going to need this, but we need to fill this with log, slabs, stairs, and vice versa. So we have build, demolish, and rebuild. And there's a few other things that we're going to get into as well involving this. First of all, we need to give it some power. And we'll hook up generator to it. Just like this. It is going to drain all of the RF out of this thing. We're going to have this guy filled up. And we're going to go get the stuff that we want it to build with. So I was thinking, how about plain old wood logs? I think only a stack will fit in there at a time. We also need a stack of glass panes. So let's go ahead and get as much of that as we can. There we go. We'll get a stack. And we also need to get some logs and make some stairs. Alright, that should be fine. 48, still not enough. I'll just make sure we get a stack. Just so I know this thing has enough. Alright, there we go. There's a stack. Let's get a stack of that and get a stack of plain old. You know what? Let's go with this. Kind of fit the theme. And that should look pretty good. I hope it looks good. I don't know, we'll find out once this thing starts building. But we'll put that in there. Stairs. The actual glass panes. I think it can accept panes or full glass blocks. And then logs, and then hit build. And it should build. Unless this has to be glass blocks. Okay, rebuild. Alright. Did it already run out of power? No, it's got power. What's going on? It's taking a little while. Don't know why. But it's taking a bit of time. Taking its sweet time. It's got quite a buildup of power. Let's see. So let's destroy it. You know what? It may not actually work with the treated wood. So let's try giving it this instead. And it seems to be working just fine now. Awesome. Look at this nice little greenhouse. Alright, so it farmed down here and gave us a nice little area. Awesome. Now what I can do is drop in our seeds. It looks like it only takes 8, so I guess I only needed 8. And I think the only way you can plant these is actually inside the greenhouse. I'm pretty sure it says that. Works also in a basic greenhouse. Only the recipe using coal coke is correct. Okay. Yeah, I think the only way to plant those, though, is that way. Alright, we need some way to raise the CO2 level in this greenhouse to make it more efficient. And there are some lanterns. Let's go to calculator craft. There should be some gas lanterns. So what we need is 2 lanterns, which is coke and torch and reinforced coke or reinforced iron, and we should be able to get that pretty easy. I'm only going to put 2 in there, so we need 2 reinforced stone. Does it matter what kind of wood? Can it be treated? No. Yeah, calculator craft does not seem like it has a compatibility with immersive engineering. It seems like it is not compatible at all. Okay, so we got that. Let's get our 2 iron. Pop them into the calculator. And then we can also get 2 torches, which I'm sure we have enough of this by now. 2 sticks. And we should be able to throw these in here. I actually might want... Yeah, I'm going to need 2, because I don't think you get 2 in return for the gas lantern, right? It's 1 to 1? Yeah, the gas lantern's different. Okay, so these are like fancy torches. But we want the gas lanterns. So we'll do more of this. And I'll show you why you want the gas lanterns. Believe me, they'll help it grow a lot. Because you need to bring the CO2 level up inside your greenhouse. Okay, so we'll put this together. And these together. And then these together. And you'll get 2 gas lanterns. And I'll go ahead and grab 2 more coke hulk. And come over to our greenhouse. And we'll place these lanterns on the walls. They look nice and they also serve a purpose. So 2 of them in there, and then you need to put a fuel in there. So there's a fuel. There's a fuel. And if we check, our CO2 level is actually going up, and it's bringing our O2 level down, and our plants should honestly start growing a lot faster. Pretty nice. Alright, so if we place a chest right here and right here, it'll do something as well. So let's go ahead and grab a couple chests. Looks like I have 1. I think I only need 1. I guess really, because there's going to be an input and output. I got to figure out which side is the input and output. So I think... Okay, so it has not gotten anything out yet. It's got 4 seeds. Has it already been harvesting stuff? For it to have 4 seeds, it must have. I gotta remember which side. It might be this side. No? One of these sides it actually exports to. That's grown 50%. This is 85%. Oh, so there's one of the coal dusts. It did not export into the chest. Is it just spitting it out? Not doing what I want it to do. Ooh, I got his head. Okay, it's supposed to export into an adjacent inventory. But I'm not seeing it do that. I might have to figure something else out. Because I really need that coal. Wonder where it's going. If it's not... Ow. Amount burnt 9? Oh, it's going in here. I don't want it to go in here and use itself as fuel. Okay. Well, that's not doing what I want it to do. It should have enough at the moment to power itself. So let's go ahead and put this guy here. I'm not sure if I break the greenhouse glass here, if it'll actually mess up the greenhouse itself. But there's the seeds. I might have to power this differently. Probably what I'll have to do. I'm gonna go ahead and use these to actually fuel these lanterns. Yeah, it's good to know that that actually works as a fuel in the coal generator. Alright, so we're getting a few of these guys in here. It looks like our levels are going where we need to go. But basically, we need this stuff to progress further. So if we look at our in power, we're going to need this to make this guy, the purified coal, and then a power cube. The purified coal comes from enriched coal, and enriched coal comes from coal coke with coal dust, and it'll give you enriched coal, which gives you a really high burn time. Looks like this is 3,200. At 1,000, gives you 5,000, so it gives you even more. So we can probably go ahead and go back. Let that do its thing with what power it's got in it. And we can go ahead and get a piece of coal coke, because that's exactly what we need. One coal coke. Add it in here with one of these bad boys, and we get this. And then to go even further, make this thing, we need a power cube for one thing, so we need to get some compressed coal going on. Alright. Flint. Oh, is this? That's black quartz. There's our coal dust. 2 of those will get us everything we need. When it comes to this, awesome. Alright. That's compressed coal. Just throw it in our compressor. Hopefully there's enough internal buffer to make 2 of those before going out on us. And I think we need to make some more of the gold, the enriched gold. Alright, so we have purified coal that is enriched. Just one of the ingots. So yes, we do have that. And that'll go in there, nice and loud. It did compress it, good. But where to go? Oh yeah, it goes in here. Alright. So we got all the stuff we need to make that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make this thing. So block of redstone. And what else? Was it like coal instead, or not coal? Cobblestone. Super simple. Alright. We went ahead and made another power cube. We're going to need it anyways. And purified. We should have it by now. Pop up in the calculator. Oh, do we need the other calculator? That's right. Alright, this requires a scientific calculator. To get the scientific calculator, we need calculator assemblies. Just a bunch more crafting, looks like. Alright, some steel. Should be 8, right? And then more of the enriched. Or the enriched gold. Just probably make a bunch of that. Oops. There we go. Alright, and we'll make some more enriched gold real quick. Just like that. And everything else for the scientific calculator should not be too hard. Reinforced stone, cobblestone, you know what? Cobblestone, redstone. We can go ahead and make that. The calculation assembly. We need 8 stone buttons, it looks like. And do we need any more stone? Just some wood. Okay, some wood for our reinforced stone. No big deal. Pop that in there. And we need 2 of those. And we are almost to our calculation age. Pretty excited about that. Or past, or whatever the next age is. Not the calculation age, the empowering age. Age of empowerment. Alright, the assemblies, the steel. This is just steel and copper. So we need 2 copper. Perfect. Alright, and everything else should fall in place. Once we have this. Awesome. Now we're going to have the scientific calculator. That opens up a few more crafting recipes and stuff like that. And of course, this has to have some power in it. Really doesn't need to be completely filled. Just needs to have some power. Perfect. Alright, so this has some power in it. Ready to go. What was it we needed to actually craft? It was the purified this stuff. Okay. So one of those with that makes purified. And then this with that makes this. The energy module. Pretty cool. I'm not sure what the energy module is actually used for normally, but it's used for this. So I kind of want to get into this, but I think I'm going to wait for the Empower next episode. We'll actually get fully into the Empower and actually hopefully get some power hooked up to it. I want to see if this guy is actually pumping. Yes, it's pumping the coal in there. Ooh, it is a little low on power. I'm wondering, can I break this? Is it still going to be good? Is everything still working? That's what I'm wondering. I'm not seeing like the O2 and CO2 levels changing. It is filling back up with power. Slowly but surely. But I can't tell if it's actually working or not. Well, you know what? You know, that's... I think I could probably hook a hopper to the bottom like this and use hopper ducts to route the items around. And put a chest in front or on the side. That might actually work. That way I can keep this guy where it's at. So let's break you. Let's get rid of you. Let's rebuild. Okay. And then under here. right here, we will place a hopper. But we need a chest. Kind of want a chest right here. Place you there. All right, and hopper ducks. Let's get you. Hopper duct. And we'll hook the hopper right in here. They're going to continue to pop those things out at me. There's 17. Yes, it's still popping them out at me. Why? Okay, I honestly don't know a better way of getting power to this thing. Doesn't make it very easy. I can put it underneath. Let's just put it underneath it for now. And the chest will just have to go in front of it, I guess. Thanks, calculator, for making this so easy to set up. I'm sure it's better once you have better cabling, but for now we'll have to deal with this, opening it like that, sticking our head in through the side. Okay, so coal dust. This stuff mixed with coal coke is the only way of getting it better. Correct. But it also powers. But I don't think it's going to produce more than it's using. Don't know why it would do that. But I want to go ahead and throw this in here to keep it powered up. So it continues to make this stuff, because we're going to need this coal dust, because it will later on become very useful. So the more we get this, keep that greenhouse going, the better off we will be in the long run. If anything, I might be able to hook this up to it eventually, because we are generating quite a bit of power, and it's just really going nowhere at the moment. So I can hook some highline wires up and have them going over there and getting things done. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. You know, I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. As always, thanks for watching.
Take me